Hey everyone, it's your favorite hypnotist.
Get the fuck out!
It's been a long 6 months, or almost a year, depending on your chosen timeline, anyway. So I thought I would give a little update and have a personal chat with you guys about what I want to do about the channel and my personal future. I went to a psychiatric hospital in December. I was there for Christmas, too. It wasn't so terrible, and there were really friendly people there, and because of COVID policies, they let us have our phones at different parts of the day, which, that was pretty nice. Was it a good idea for me, though? Probably not, but I did anyway. I was in Connecticut at the time, and while I was there, they diagnosed me with major depressive disorder, severe anxiety disorder, and symptoms of paranoia disorder and paraphilia disorder. So I'm on antidepressants now, like Paxil and Trazodone, and a pretty strong drug called Seroquel, and that's an antipsychotic. Needless to say, it mellows me out quite a lot and makes me feel a bit numb. It makes me feel good. Or better, anyway. I'm still considered a high suicide risk. I've thought seriously about pulling the trigger on my 12 gauge multiple times because honestly, I started to give up and started to hate this world and lose sight of what I believed in. But I'm back on track now. I want to give love and affection to everyone that needs it and help people, not hurt them. And that's kind of the only reason I have to live. I was medically discharged from the Air Force for medical reasons relating to my mental health some months ago. And I'm in college again now for cybersecurity, and that's going all right. I plan on getting my degree and then moving somewhere in Europe for work and also going to college for a graduate degree. Am I coming back? Well, kind of. I unfortunately have a kind of personality where I enjoy kicking bees' nests and really pissing people off. Needless to say, that's not the best thing to do, especially in my position. So, while I am still a paraphile and that won't change, I'm not going to be an activist anymore. I'm not going to try to be an activist for, paraphile stuff, basically. And at first, it was a fun game, and, I was displaying my true feelings, but then I actually gathered a following, and a lot of others ended up coming out as zoos and maps and stuff. And that kind of only caused people to hate me even more. And I'm talking about, like, seething hate. Not necessarily hate for me personally, but from what I represented, at least in their eyes. And the symbol that I ended up becoming. Because I was really vilified by the the community. I was turned into this, super villain, basically. And that had some long-term consequences. Well, I'm done with that, but I wanted to make some critical points too. I've never physically been with a non-human animal in a romantic way, ever. I have never physically been with a minor, or even attempted to physically meet one.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
Yes, I didn't try to go for a cupcake like EDP. I have dated teens, but I have never solicited nudes or anything illegal. And the debate on this kind of stuff is mostly cultural, but, the law is the law. And as we all know, the United States is great, and God bless America. I was never arrested, ever. I was never contacted or questioned by law enforcement, because they saw through most of the made-up shit against me. I was reported probably hundreds of times to local law enforcement and the FBI. The fact that I haven't been questioned after this long is a reasonably clear indication that they have no reason to suspect me of committing a crime. And if they did, they would have to justify continuing an investigation. So maybe they did a preliminary investigation and then basically dropped it. And frankly, the FBI has bigger fish to fry than some weird chick on the internet with, controversial opinions. A lot of, quote, information on me was fabricated by stupid children, doing things like attempting to correlate an IP with a physical address, outright doxing a different person with a different eye color because their name was Valerie and they happened to be in the Air Force too. I mean, seriously. How people justify that, or credible death threats and attempting to purposely cause harm, I don't know. I have nuanced opinions and think about things theoretically, but theory does not always translate into being practical or good. Sadly, a large portion of the population can't handle nuanced opinions, and instead screech and seethe at the fact that someone is different. Their personal emotions need to dictate how everyone else lives, like debating completely fictional artwork like Feral. I would explain some of my nuanced opinions more, but honestly, it would just fall on deaf ears, because that would only cause the dregs of society, you know who you are, and otherwise people known as completely useless sacks of shit who purposely twist words and are total reactionaries. Yeah, I'm talking about you. It would cause all of those people to seethe and mauled even more. So, yeah. Do I expect to be forgiven for my actions? No, not really. I understand that my message ended up really damaging some people, and I can't change that, sadly. I have at least seen some justice for my own actions. I've been in therapy ever since December for my issues, and I genuinely apologize to the people that I hurt. But yeah, welcome to my life. Sappho's dead. The name is just tarnished. I'm not proud of that phase of my life. And I still support my friends, but I've really stepped back. I mean, the name is practically associated with pure evil, the way people made me out to be. Despite everything, though, there will still be disingenuous people that choose to insinuate that I didn't meet their personal standards of how much I need to suffer. So, yeah. I'm rebranding. I'll be using a new name, new avatars, new outlook, and I'm going to try to keep myself out of trouble. Genuinely. I'm studying and practicing hypnosis again. I'm pretty rusty right now because it's been a while, but that's why I'm studying. So this channel will pretty much be solely focused on that. And maybe some language stuff in the future because I'm studying some foreign languages. Anyway, I hope I've explained things well enough, and thank you for listening if you stuck through that. Bye.